As I read the book, I felt moved that I had a friend who would take the time to catalog what she's found works for her. Marlee is the teacher and the student. There's so much about her that moves me, as a friend, comrade, and colleague, and I've felt deeply blessed by her care as I've struggled these last few months in my own life. In moments of my own darkness and sometimes gloom, she's shown up for me, something I didn't even need to ask her to do. Which is something this book does too. It shows up. Do you have a question on how to proceed on work, life, love? Marlee might have some answers for you. That's another thing. She quietly leads by example. She wants to be a good person and actively seeks that journey with vigilance, and this book is an example of that work. This is an intimacy that translates into Marlee's artwork, something that's no doubt made her a charming light beam. Marlee's art, like Marlee herself, is expansive. It's many dimensions of her being and her thoughtfulness. She spreads herself like only an adept Gemini would, and brings all of herself to the hopeful bettering of anyone who trusts her. Thing is, she makes you want to trust her. She makes you feel safe, too. She makes you want to go on the journey with her, and like she is in real life, she becomes the friend you didn't know you wanted. Earlier this year, Marlee came and stayed with me. It was January, about a month and a half before COVID-19 would truly hit the U.S. It feels like ages ago, but we spent a few days cooking, talking, writing alone, watching Sex Education in my bed, and going to the lesbian herstory archives in Park Slope. She danced for me, and we blew smoke out the kitchen window. I was just officially falling in love with my now partner, and she guided me through it. Held me as I remembered, completely lovesick, the intensity of falling in love again, and what it meant to be so moved by love unexpectedly. She talked about Jackie, her partner, and there was a feeling of the sincere relief you get when you are able to talk to someone who understands queer partnership, because they're also in one. In the time that I've known her, she's made me understand why I saw her in our shared hotel lobby. There's something deeply compelling about the work she has dedicated herself to. As her friend, we talk about it often, about the struggles of being spiritually focused. Just today, I was on the phone with her, and we talked about being public and about desirability, and what comes with the intensely introjected fear of one's inherent unlovability, and how that clashes when you're being seen. With this book, she'll go there with you, to those depths. It's a tough job to be a vessel, especially one without ego. That's part of the process, too, of paring back the bullshit and being faced with who we really are. Marlee does that. She makes it feel safe for you to do it, too. I am grateful for her work. To be a witness. This book will remind you of that, too, of how lucky we all are to have one another, and how important it is to heal for ourselves, but also for one another. Love from Under the Corona Sun, Baria Roshin, March 2020.
Introduction. Believing in ourselves is not a task or a chore of ease unless we make it so. While mental health and self-worth are not always pathways of choice, we can build this into our practice. Choice-making as recentering, recentering as choice-making. This is the beginning. We'll talk about beginnings together and endings, because everything that ends has a beginning, and everything that begins will end. This is the beauty of the process of getting to center. I'd like to start out with what center even is.